Medical practices lose a significant portion of their hard-earned revenue to a specific administrative gap: ignored insurance denials. Currently, billing teams leave up to 75% of these denials unpursued because the manual resubmission process is too labor-intensive to manage alongside daily operations. This loss is quantified at an average of $12,000 every month for a single practice. We are going to build a Python automation using Quickbooks and Claude AI to handle this. Claude is a large language model developed by Anthropic that can process and generate complex medical text. This system aims to reduce a 30-minute manual appeal down to 4.3 seconds. This script targets these write-offs, moving them into a predictable recovery queue. The process begins when a biller identifies a $0 payment entry while posting the daily ledger. This discovery usually requires a staff member to stop their workflow and cross-reference patient charts with specific insurance authorization rules to find the error. The biller then has to draft a customized, clinically accurate medical necessity justification to explain why the service should have been paid. These steps take so much time that many claims are simply deprioritized. Eventually, they hit the strict 90-day timely filing window set by insurers and become uncollectible. Recovery rates constantly stay low because administrative bandwidth simply cannot keep pace with the massive volume of incoming denials. To automate this, step 1 is establishing a secure connection between the financial ledger and the AI. This requires QuickBooks OAuth 2.0 credentials and an Anthropic API key. OAuth 2.0 is an industry-standard protocol for authorization that allows applications to access data without exposing passwords, while an API, or Application Programming Interface, is a set of protocols that allows two different software systems to communicate. We then set up a Python script to import the libraries needed to bridge these systems. We store these credentials as environment variables. Environment variables are values stored outside the application code that provide configuration data to the running process, ensuring that sensitive financial keys are never hard-coded. This setup creates a secure pipeline that moves raw ledger data directly into the AI for processing. Next, we program QuickBooks to scan the last 24 hours of data and isolate every payment equaling $0. However, many $0 entries are actually patient deductibles, not insurance denials. The script is configured to ignore the code PR1. This is the specific code for patient responsibility, and excluding it prevents the system from triggering on balances the insurance company isn't supposed to pay. To find the actual denials, we use a regular expression, or regex. Regex is a sequence of characters that forms a search pattern used for text matching. This allows us to extract codes like CO-16, even if they are buried in unformatted staff notes. This specific filter ensures the automation only processes actionable denials. Once the data is extracted, we pass it into a structured prompt for Claude. The script maps specific variables, including the patient name, procedure code, and the denial reason, into the prompt. Claude uses its medical training to identify what the CO-16 code requires, such as a missing authorization number or patient demographic data. Claude then synthesizes these data points to draft a formal appeal letter, which includes a clinically sound medical necessity statement tailored to that specific case. This single API call replaces 30 minutes of human clinical reasoning and administrative data entry. We will now execute the completed automation script to see the processing time in a live, real-world environment. The terminal shows the system scanning the ledger, identifying a specific denial, and bypassing non-actionable codes. Within 5 seconds, a new, professionally formatted appeal document is generated in the output folder. The AI has drafted a clinically sound medical necessity paragraph based on the patient's history, citing the specific management of their chronic condition. This 4.3-second turnaround demonstrates that the architecture is ready for production. By automating this workflow, a practice returns roughly 30 hours of work time back to their billing team every month. Immediate processing also removes the risk of losing claims to missed filing deadlines. Practices using this system are now recovering an average of $11,680 per month in revenue that would have previously been written off. Integrating QuickBooks with Claude replaces manual oversight with a systematic processing loop, allowing a practice to scale their billing operations without adding staff.